Hey guys, Bobby Armijo here, and I have a special guest with me today, founder of Alliance Jiu-Jitsu, Mr. Fabio Gurgel. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, so make sure you watch the whole video. And just a lot of really cool things to show you guys, so stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe. Why Huntington Beach? Why Southern California for our first project?
I think California has a very important role in jiu-jitsu. I think we get one of the biggest jiu-jitsu communities uh, in California. If you compare with any other place, even in Brazil,
Right.
there's I think we had a very strong and big migration from Brazilians through California, starting with the Gracies in 80s,
Right.
and with the academy. So they really did a good job in promoting jiu-jitsu
Mm-hmm.
early in the days. And then the IBJJF moved to Southern California as well and started promoting the tournaments.
Right.
So the Worlds came to California in 2007 and never never lived, right? It's still there, Long Beach. So I think Alliance really needs to have a flagship headquarters in California,
Mm-hmm.
and then we start talking about expansion in the U.S. and why not be
Right.
in the heart of jiu-jitsu in the
Right.
U.S., right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there is a proximity of San Diego, and have many academies around.
Right.
So we're gonna start with a great team already, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And but again, what we are, aiming is to build the best academy in the world.
Right.
Offering jiu-jitsu. And we talk to the community, that's the important thing. We are not here to take your student. I don't really care.
Mm-mm.
You know,
No.
we're gonna get new people. We're gonna get more people into jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
And if for some reason you start losing your student, they are moving to train under us at Alliance Huntington Beach. Uh, just look what you're doing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the students are very loyal to the instructors usually.
Right.
But of course, if you don't do a reasonable job, and provide good service to your students, we're gonna lose your students and you're gonna lose your job down the road, because that's what's gonna happen in jiu-jitsu as we raise the bar.
Right.
Why are you gonna choose to get a bad service if you can just cross the street and get a very good one?
To your point, we're not here to steal students from anybody.
No.
I think that is also a big problem in the jiu-jitsu community. Is that uh, if someone opens another gym near you or down the street or whatever, they think that it's taking from their pie, from their piece. And the mindset needs to be jiu-jitsu is for everyone, right? And so there's plenty of people for us to draw from, right? As a community. So to my next point about that is you taught me this a long time ago, is that we actually want all academies to do very well regardless of the flag, right? So with that, what is our objective in how we plan to make this the best academy in the world? It's one thing to have 7,400 square feet, 4,000 square feet of mat space, all the showers, all the amenities like that. I don't want to say that's the easy part because obviously it costs money and there's a lot that we can go
Yeah,
into.
but then
But what
this
is
is
the
that is something that you
yeah,
can buy, right?
yeah, something you can buy,
Yeah.
right? So how do we plan to make this truly like world class beyond anything we've seen either individually and now hopefully together?
I think that we got the 100% methodology in place. So respect every single student and their process.
Mhm.
Individualize their journey, right? So students don't get another thing that happens a lot, right? The graduation day, you know?
Yeah.
There's no graduation day. That is your day to graduate, right?
Mm.
Because it's related with your effort. If you
Yeah.
put a lot of effort, you're gonna graduate at a certain point. If I put less effort than you, I should graduate later,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so that's an individual journey that needs to be care,
Established and yeah.
yeah, and established and care from the academy.
Hmm.
A very well trained crew of instructors, right? Knowing exactly what they do and treating people as they need to be treated, you know. I think that's the core of the thing, you know. And of course, you're gonna have a schedule, full schedule of classes all day long, many classes running at the same time.
Right.
So that's again is of course it's good for the academy, but think from the student's perspective. I can go to my academy any time of the day. There will be beginners class, for example. There will be intermediate class because we have different matches running at the same time. I can bring my kid and train at the same time.
Right.
You know, those type of things that you need a space and you need a good facility to offer. If you have a small academy, if one match space, how can you do that? You know, so okay, that's a different situation. But remember, now the big guys are coming to play, and we're gonna offer that service.
Right.
You know, you can improve what you have to maybe create a second mat, right? So again, we are raising the bar. I hope everybody is following. You know,
With that, we talked a little bit earlier about the problems that are biggest problems to solve are usually the most rewarding. I think it's pretty common that we see, even inside of Alliance and uh, especially other academies, is that they have a instructor problem, right? So they don't know how to solve for that. I think that was one of my first questions to you. It was like, Fabio, we need help in San Diego. Can you please send us somebody, right? And so talk a little bit about your vision with the university that you want to create um, at Huntington Beach for instructors.
we should create a place where the instructors gonna see the methodology running in a perfect way. You know, they're gonna see the results. Again, the concept of the platform is that okay, you can work here and make as much money as if you have your own school with all the obligations and
The risk.
investments and risks, because that platform we have a bunch of classes for you. It's not that you're gonna work 2 hours a day. You're gonna have like 500 classes a month.
Right.
You know, so you can choose how many classes you want to teach. Plus, you have a private class system in place,
Right.
which really change the average ticket of the academy,
Right.
and you're gonna have a share of that, you know, and so you can have your own wallet of students that we're gonna sell for you, right? So with that combined, you're gonna make probably much more money than if you decide to run your own academy. So that's why our instructors are very happy in Brazil. They don't want to open an academy.
Right.
You know, you can talk to Jimmy Spirandelli, Fernandinho, all those guys, and all those guys that you know. Say, I want to open a academy. No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Right.
You know, because they know that in the end of the day, that's gonna be probably the same money, with a lot of risk and headaches that they don't have it.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like what I see is that when somebody wants to become an instructor and they want to start teaching, it's kind of like accident most of the time, you know, where they just kind of go to the black belt and head coach or the owner and say, "Hey, I want to start teaching one day," you know, or the opposite. He says, "Hey, I really need some help. Can you come help me?" Right? There's not really like a path, like a credentialed system,
Yeah.
you know. And I think, like I think of it like trade school, right? If you want to be a carpenter, if you want to be, you know, electrician, if you want to be something that works with your hands, there's a path, or even a degree, right? There's a path for it. But in instruction, to become a professor, we don't really have that systemized yet. And I think that's something we're trying to
Yeah.
create, right?
Absolutely.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, the idea is in the past was like this, as you said. The guy used to come to me and say, Fabio, I wanna teach, you know, I wanna be an instructor. And I used to say, okay, make yourself available, come to help, right? And some of them really did the job
Right.
and help and prove that they are really committed to the cause and
Right.
understanding the system, and they became naturally instructors, right? So most of them start as a purple belt and then move up to the black belt and became very good instructors because they they were raised in the same process that I had,
Right.
right, with Jacaré. But now we need to scale, right? So that's why we have the learning center and the whole curriculum to, man, we need more people. We're gonna open, one thing is, okay, you're gonna shadow me on my classes and you're gonna see how I do, and then you're gonna create this, in your mind a way to teach. But now we don't have that time anymore because I'm not teaching all the classes anymore,
Right.
right? So we can shadow other people, and that's gonna be good as well. But we're gonna create a place where you can come just to learn how to teach,
Right.
right? And then if you learn that, let's say in the academy, and have the support of the learning center, we believe that we can really create a system where we can multiply the number of instructors with the same quality.
Right.
And that's our plan, to support our biggest plan, which is having as many academies as possible and put millions of people to train jiu-jitsu.
Right. Well, we're starting with Huntington Beach. A couple weeks it'll be open.
Can't wait.
We have some time today. We're going to actually drive over, check out the progress of construction, and share with people watching today where we are.
And I can tell that this academy is gonna be something,
Yeah.
I'm really excited, to come, and I think it's always a good time to spend some time in California,
Yeah.
Now the sunny day, as you mentioned in the
Yeah,
beginning.
now we're getting
Now
cooked out here, but
you're getting tan over
it's
here.
been worth it.
But yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait to the day to open the doors and start receiving the students and show what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Fabio, thanks so much for your time today. You'll
pleasure,
be
man.
here for another few weeks. I think you go back to Brazil in July, but your intention is to also be back here every few months for 6-8
We
weeks at
gonna
a time, right?
rotate me and Michael Lange back and forth. So Michael would spend some time with you guys in August, September. I'm gonna go back in October, November. So we're gonna rotate very often. That's it's not a bad place to be.
Excited. Well, guys, again, thanks for tuning in today. We went over obviously quite a bit. We'll be able to chop a lot of this stuff up and feed it to you guys in small bites. But for those watching the long form, you got a lot of information today. So we plan to do this quite often and just share all the secrets that we have and that we possibly can share with you guys to grow your gyms and make jiu-jitsu continuing to be on its ascent and on its rise to being, I think, the most well-respected martial art in the world. So getting really excited for that. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure again you like and subscribe. We'll be dropping these kinds of videos all the time. So Fabio, thanks again.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.